She was one of the most beautiful actresses in the history of movies. Certainly no other actress has inspired so many breathtaking photographs. Hedy Lamarr. Critics were quick to call her a somnambulist, a mysterious blank each viewer could fill in with his or her own interpretations, projections, and fantasies. When called upon to deliver something more, such as the liberation of ecstasy, or the sweetly innocent charm of "Come Live With Me," or the ruthless bitchiness of "Strange Women," Lamarr delivered more than ably. Born to a wealthy Austrian banking family and courted throughout her life by wealthy and powerful men, Hedy made her movie debut at age 16 as a dress extra in the 1930 Austrian film Money on the Street. By her third film, a comedy called His Majesty King Ballyhoo, Hedy was starring and receiving good reviews. The turning point in Hedy's career was her starring role in the semi-experimental, highly erotic Czech film Ecstasy in 1933. The story of a young wife's betrayal of her older husband with a handsome young man shocked Europe and the world. Hedy played a long sequence completely naked, swimming and frolicking in the woods with complete abandonment. Ecstasy was banned in Germany and the United States and denounced by Pope Pius XI, but honored in its native Czechoslovakia for its artistry. Eventually, Hedy came to Hollywood, where MGM signed her to a contract. Her first picture, however, was a loan-out, co-starring with Charles Boyer at his request, as the Parisian society beauty who becomes the love object of the famous jewel thief, Pepe Le Moco, in Algiers.
He was talking about me?
He was worried about you.
About me?
All that stuff you have on.
Oh, that's nice of him.
You're not worried yourself?
No, not while I'm with you.
Right. This is something.
Isn't it? And it hardly weighs anything. Look.
At least 20,000 francs, hmm?
Add a zero.
Oh, I mean, what I would get for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Put it on again.
You put it on.
Hedy was even more beautiful in her first MGM film, Lady of the Tropics, which combined Hedy's ineffable beauty with a strong theme of loneliness and separation.
Master will arrive in the morning. We are your slaves to command.
Why, no, darling, what you want? You want Paris. Well, I have money enough to bring it to you. Everything that is beautiful and far away you shall have. Answer me. Please answer me.
I want you, Mano. I want you for keeps.
For keeps?
Odd, isn't it? You go along hearing about love and thinking it's something that happens only to lunatics and idiots. And you keep wondering what all the yelling's about. All of a sudden you find out. You find out only once. Somebody you kiss just for fun turns into a load of dynamite and blows you up.
I've never been loved like that.
MGM kept her working steadily, with 3 major pictures in 1940, including I Take This Woman.
Carl? Carl? I only wanted to remind you there's an early curtain.
Darling, I'm floored.
Will you be ready soon?
I'll be ready.
All right. Hurry up.
That your wife, Doc? How'd you get her? Doper?
Pardon me, please. My wife. Pardon me. You let my wife choose.
Pardon me.
What was that for?
I wanted to know you were my wife.
Don't feel badly. We all get caught.
I was going to tell you about it.
Jessica was right. I saw something that didn't belong to me, and I took it. But it turns out that finders isn't keepers.
The all-star Boomtown with Tracy, Gable, and Claudette Colbert.
Get back, she's coming in now. Come on, honey, come to us, baby. Let's cap her in. No, let her flow. Let her open up her mouth and holler. Come on, come on, come on.
Entertainment, as the big show of the year, reveals its rollicking, walloping cavalcade of the Empire of Oil. Entertain in the brawling saga of frontier men and women in an epic fight for romance and riches. Entertainment starring Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, Claudette Colbert, Hedy Lamarr, Frank Morgan. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer excitedly presents its tip-top attraction.
You go see Murphy boys, and you all sit around and lie a little bit to each other and have a good time, see? Only just remember, you've got another wildcat waiting for you at home.
Oh, will I? Look, you've got to learn to take no for an answer once in a while.
I wouldn't let you give me that answer.
Take a look at yourself. Why should I want to?
Tomorrow, then?
Okay. Mom.
Hello, big man. Long time no see. You run this outfit?
He's the owner, pal, Mr. Sands.
Tell Mr. Sand he can ram his $50 a day up his nose. I don't need to work.
Hey. Oh, why don't you let me bust him one, boss? I'd rather have you keep your health.
Happiness comes out of the struggle, Jonathan. I found that out.
No, that's still no reason why you and the kid should have... I never would have taken you on a merry-go-round like this. I'd have...
You aren't taking her anywhere.
John, we've got to stop this. We're not children.
Get out. Backdooring me, that's what you've been doing. Sneaking in through my back door.
So what?
Well, you're not gonna get away with it. You and I started a fight once and never finished it. Now I'm gonna beat your brains out.
Boy, am I going to enjoy this.
then with Gable again in Comrade X.
You are the first American I've ever met with a soul. It has a strange effect on me.
Listen, Theodore, you know, I wasn't figuring on marriage.
Lucky for you, I'm the practical one. We must get married. It is the only way we can get permission to leave Russia.
What, to leave Russia? For where?
To America.
I feel a little confused, but I'm glad you like it.
Come here.
You brute.
Who's this lady?
I'm his wife.
Then you must come with him.
To the secret police?
Yes.
Good, that's where I want to go.
Hedy began the next year in an even better film, a charming romantic comedy with James Stewart called Come Live With Me.
I'd like to have something to drink. A nice warm beer.
No, thank you.
Cigarette? Oh, that's all right. Oh, thanks. Well, I'd like to have some music. I could open the window and we could hear the radio from across the street.
No, thank you.
There were more pictures in 1942, but Hedy was being pushed back into exotic roles again, as a Portuguese girl among John Steinbeck's paisanos in Tortilla Flat.
Want to play casino?
No. Maybe you'd like to hear a song first, huh?
Sure, if you want. What do you mean, first?
You stay away from her. She's a Portuguese girl. Portuguese girls are no good.
Why?
They always want to get married.
Come on. Now, tell us more about the vision. When you promised the candlestick, did you really see St. Francis?
I think I remember. St. Francis, he looked at me and smiled like a good saint. And he said, "Be good to little dogs, you dirty man."
Did he call you that?
Well, I was.
You're nothing but a no-good paisano and a jailbird like all your friends. You stood here and told me like you were proud of it. Well, you better stay away from me until you change your ideas, Mr. Alvarez, because...
No good, huh? We'll see.
Oh, yes?
You're not going to cut me.
No, I'll cut you to pieces.
I am glad you are rid of her, amigo. I saw her from the first. A worthless, grabbing woman with the tongue...
And most memorably, as the native temptress Tondileo in White Cargo, driving white men in colonial Africa mad with her sarongs, nymphomania, and cooch dances. Lamarr walked out of her MGM contract determined to become her own producer. Her first film in 1946 was a low-budget adaptation of a best-selling costume romance, The Strange Woman, and it became a minor box office success for United Artists.
It's not Ephraim who's upsetting you. It's because you're here with me.
Well, aren't you worried about your reputation?
It's a small thing to worry about after that.
Ironically, it was her goddess-like beauty, not her talent, which got her cast as Delilah, history's most famous seductress in the biggest film of her career, Cecil B. DeMille's Samson and Delilah.
But Samson was ensnared by the seductive beauty of Delilah.
Daughter of hell.
His lust became a trap that led to his downfall and capture.
Next, Lamarr left Hollywood and spent the next 4 years in Texas unhappily married to a wealthy oil man. She returned to Hollywood in 1957 to play Joan of Arc in Irwin Allen's truly bizarre low-budget epic, The Story of Mankind. Then stayed on to make her last feature film, The Female Animal, at Universal. Hedy Lamarr was that rare movie star who in her unearthly beauty represented the image of the goddess. There have only been a few with her God-given gifts in the history of the movies. She was and remains a beautiful enigma, one of the archetypal female sirens of cinema history.